Tell me again why you took offense to how Mr. Mayfield said, what he said.
Well, first of all, I probably just take offense to Mr. Mayfield. That's number one. Number two, I mean, it's back to the culture. You know, the culture in terms of blackness is negative. It doesn't make a difference that, you know, it becomes a scientific, you know, phenomenon. You know, white scientists could have just easily called it a white hole. Why didn't they? You know, and in this society, anything that is black takes on negative. So you name one comment, you know, it's in the black. So you got a positive. But you tell me one thing in this society when they say white and you get a negative connotation. So if it's angel food cake, it's white. If it's devil's food cake, it's black. If you're the black sheep of the family, then you got to be bad. You know, white sheep, you're okay, you know. So
should people be extra careful now what they say?
Well, I think people should always be careful. You know, I'm okay if I'm bordering with you, Saul. I'm okay. But if I try to Jew you down, oh, is that racist? I thought it meant the same thing. No, maybe it doesn't. Maybe because a group of people border a little different, you've now taken that on in terms of the culture. So I find it very interesting. You know, there's a book by a gentleman that's called Blacked Out Through Whitewash. The society does it. And what we do is in our mind, we incarnate and say, oh, it's okay. They're just being a little sensitive, you know. But I'll tell you what, use the word, Jew somebody down and see what the Jewish community does. It's interesting. When we say it, all of a sudden we're sensitive.
So then do you think it is just so ingrained that we just
Sure it is.
Say it?
That's the nature of the society. Wasn't it interesting? When I did my retard to Commissioner Mayfield, I said, maybe it's a white hole. Then, automatically, he said, okay, a pink hole. So maybe he recognized, having been around me long enough, you know, even though it's still ingrained in him, that when I responded, he had a counter response. He didn't try to go to, it's scientific. He said, maybe it's a pink hole.
Did he apologize?
No, but you don't expect Mayfield to apologize. He would know apology if it introduced itself.
So I guess you know, obviously some people are going to say, I mean, come on, this is going a little too far. You were talking about traffic tickets and getting lost in the system, and something that happens in a black hole, boom, it disappears. A lot of people are taking it.
Do things get lost in a white hole? I'm going to tell you the same thing. Why has it got to get lost in a black hole? Why does it get lost in a brown hole? Why does it get lost in a black hole? Oh, because some scientists said it? Is that the reason? I mean, I wonder what color were those scientists?
Will they have to rename the black hole now?
Oh, as far as I'm concerned, I renamed it from the outset. It's the white hole. You know, if it's just getting lost, if it's devoid of light, you know, apparently, you know, it can be the white hole. Don't worry about it. It's politically correct. It's just a white hole.